Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome to the Houston Oilers franchise. Today, the Oilers continue this magical season number 4 where we just keep winning games, and we take on the Cleveland Browns in a pivotal year as Deshaun Watson goes into the final year of a $230 million contract guaranteed. This could be the last season he is with the Browns, as they could be moving on from Orlando Etienne, who they drafted back in season number 1's draft. He is only 70 overall, but you got to think they're going to give the young kid a shot at some point. They still have Nick Chubb. They've had him this entire series, and his numbers have dipped a little bit, going from 15 touchdowns to 10 touchdowns, and now he has 4 this year. They do have a pretty good young receiver in Barry Sullivan. He had 10 touchdowns last year, and now he's in his 3rd year with the team. He has 5 touchdowns. He is a former 2nd-round pick and has made a Pro Bowl. I would say they need some more pieces, though. This is probably not their year. They're sitting here at 500, but they do have a really good superstar X-Factor tight end in Josh Angulo. And looking at him, his numbers aren't like crazy big right now, but he almost did have 1,000 yards last year, and he's a 6th round pick. They found an X-Factor in the 6th round. Then on defense, they have Myles Garrett, obviously, but I think the strength of their team is their secondary. Denzel Ward, Greg Newsome, and then they also drafted a rookie, George McCallum, who is pretty solid as far as numbers go, and he looks like a really, really good football player. But I want to take this episode in the beginning to look at another player that's been pivotal in this series, and that is Phillip Waters. We traded him in the offseason to the Chicago Bears, and now with the winless Bears team, he will take over as the starter. He has not started a game yet for them, but the 0-7 Phillip Waters Bears now go up against the Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love's former team, and we will see if Phillip Waters can get the win in his first start. But his weapons are dumbed down a little bit because, remember, at the trade deadline, the Bears made some moves and they traded DJ Moore over to the Cowboys, and they accelerated that rebuild just a little bit, getting some draft picks, and they also traded TJ Edwards to fit along in that trade deadline episode. So here we go. Phillip Waters with his first career start. We will get into the highlights of this game, and we'll see if maybe he shows that he is the franchise quarterback of the Chicago Bears team. And he's coming in here, no passes thrown this year. It's a fresh start. So here is Phillip Waters' first opening drive. Now, first play of the game, he's under pressure, and he goes down unblocked as Brian Rutledge, and he gets the sack on Waters. Not a great start to Phillip Waters' career here with the Bears. Second and very long, throw across the middle. That's a completion to Cole Kmet. And there we go, a gain of 13. Good way to start out his passing stats here, as that brings it to a early 3rd and 5 as we're at the 30. Waters in the pocket, throws to left side. This one's intercepted. He was looking for Tyler Scott, and he will be picked off on the play. But a bigger story, he gets hit on that play right there, and he has a broken collarbone. You've got to be kidding me. 1 series, 3 plays into his Chicago Bears career, and he is likely done for the season. I was shocked when I saw this. 29-22 ends up being the final score. Jordan Love comes in and loses, obviously, because he's been winless all season long, and that continues here. But you got to feel bad for the kid. The Bears dropped to 0-8, and they look like they could be headed for the number 1 pick. Phillip Waters, broken collarbone, 7-week injury. He probably won't return this year, but he might return for like the final game. And maybe, just maybe in that final game, he can show that he is the franchise quarterback. I definitely feel pretty bad for him. But let's check out our other former quarterback, DTR, leading a 6-2 Lions team who is leading the division, and he is on a roll. and they have done nothing but win so far in this series since he's joined the team. Remember, they made the playoffs as the NFC North champions last year. So here's DTR in the first quarter, throwing to left side, but this time he's picked off, and a pick six here for the Falcons. Lorenzo Carter in the right time, in the right spot at the right time, and DTR not off to a great start in this one, and he's going to have a lot of trouble in this game. He ends up going down 31-9 as we're into the third quarter now. And here's Desmond Ridder, still the quarterback of the Falcons, throwing across the middle, finding Drake London, who breaks a tackle and stays on his feet, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And the Falcons put it on the Lions, and this one's not even close. We enter the fourth quarter, 41-16. DTR throws to the right side. This one's intercepted. It's A.J. Terrell who gets a couple of man to miss, and then he will take it the distance. A 102-yard interception return, and that ends this game, and both of our former quarterbacks lose in this episode. But DTR is the better of the two quarterbacks at this point. He signed a big 5-year, $183 million extension a couple of weeks ago, but he does come out on bottom this game. 23 of 52, so under 50% completion percentage for him. Bijan Robinson scored 3 touchdowns for the Falcons, and now we enter our game versus the Cleveland Browns. We are on the road here, and we have the third start in a row for Davion Spikes. He started versus the Chiefs and then got the big win last episode. And now here he is on the road versus the Browns. Let's get this game underway. This will be a very big test for the rookie, as he will face one of the best defenses in the NFL here. And we'll see if we can stop Deshaun Watson. I think we can if we send pressure at him. He doesn't have, like I said, a strong receiving core. So we'll see if our cornerbacks can shut their young guys down. Handoff, Nick Chubb. That's a stop in the backfield. Heath Burnham is there. It's a loss of 2. Nick Chubb, remember, 15 touchdowns 2 years ago, 10 touchdowns last year. He may have lost a step, but he's still an X factor. Who knows? Play action fake now. Watson under pressure, throws short to Nick Chubb. That's a catch for a gain of 6. As now they get it to the 31, and now it is a 3rd and 4. Watson facing pressure, and he goes down. We send the cover 0 blitz. Everybody was blanketed on that play, and Watson goes down with the sack. So here comes the rookie, Davion Spikes out of South Carolina here for his 3rd career start. We'll see what he can do today. Here's a handoff, this time to Gibson, who gets a nice gain of 8. And one thing I always look for is that superstar X factor on the defensive line. We're going to run away from Myles Garrett today. Here's a 2nd and 2 throw. Out to the flats, it's Danny Rudd, the rookie out of Michigan State. He's still the front runner for Rookie of the Year in the AFC, and he gets a gain of 17 yards. Now we're inside of field goal range here at the 38, running Jesse Fisher in motion. We give it to him, and he gets around Myles Garrett and picks up the first down and a little bit more. It's a gain of 12, a good start here for this offense. Moving the ball pretty well. We're inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 26. Here's a throw to the right side, looking for Rudd. And we had 2 receivers in the same area. Quincy Hall probably could have caught that one, though. 2nd and 10 now at the 26. Spikes in the pocket, throws short. He's got Jesse Fisher Jr., who fights forward and loses the football. It's on the ground, and that has been a story of Jesse Fisher Jr.'s career. Coincidentally or not, he does not fumble on kickoff. He is our primary kickoff and punt returner. And then on this one, he gets the ball just peanut punched out, and it falls on the ground. So here is Watson now on offense, throwing to the right side. He's got Nick Chubb again, only a gain of 2. Now a 2nd and 8 at the 21. Watson under pressure again, throws to left side, looking for, it looks like his star receiver, and Bradley Collier in coverage right there. Now it's 3rd and 8 again. We load up the box. We send pressure at Watson, throwing across the middle, and that is incomplete. So 2 straight 3-and-outs here for the Cleveland Browns. And here comes our offense back out onto the field. So here's a handoff this time to Antonio Gibson. He picks up 9. Gibson, we know what we're going to do in this game. We're going to run the football at least 20 times with them as he gets it right here on a 2nd and short. He has a lot of space, breaking a tackle, fighting forward, and it's a first down. The big question coming into the second half is, will Antonio Gibson earn that second contract here with us? But he does have a lot of trade value as he's been one of the best running backs in the league. Play action fake now. Davion Spikes tries to get out of there, and he gets sacked. It's a loss of 8 yards by McGuire all the way back at the 50. Now it's 3rd and very, very long. Here the Browns send the pressure. Cover 1. Here's a throw deep down the right side. It's a touchdown. It's Jake Hawkins. He wears number 89 due to his idol, Steve Smith. He has the speed like him, and that time it's a perfect throw by the rookie Davion Spikes, and he scores. It's 7-0. Wow, what a throw. So here we are back on defense. The Browns have not picked up a first down, and they are going to get their first one right there. It's a gain of 10 by Nick Chubb. They come out here, 5 wide receivers set. Here is a throw across the middle. That's going to be caught by Angulo, their tight end, the star at tight end, and he gets a first down. Barry Sullivan and Angulo are going to be the 2 guys they're probably going to build around in this receiving core. Here is Watson throwing to left side, looking for Angulo, and he is lit up. Dave Washington and Lonnie Rutherford were all in the area, and now it is 3rd and 6. Watson under pressure. He tries to get rid of it, and he will throw that one into the ground. That one could have been a fumble right there. Von Cross on the pressure and runs him right into Heath Burnham. So now back at our own 14 now to start the next drive. There's a throw, and that's caught by Danny Rudd for the first down. Good to see the rookie-to-rookie connection here as Danny Rudd has not scored in the last 2 games. Here is Fisher with a jet sweep touch pass, and he picks up a big gain of 20. 6 of 8 to start this game for Spikes. Over 100 yards passing already. Right at the 50 now. Here is Spikes. Play action fake, throwing to the left side. He's going to have it to Antonio Gibson, and he picks up a gain of 9. Our offense is rolling. We've had really 3 straight drives of moving the ball well besides that fumble. Here's another short throw. This one's caught by Jake Hawkins and using the speed to get to the outside, and he will pick up another first down. 2 catches already for Hawkins, as you can see the speed on display. Here's a throw across the middle. That's the first catch by Marvin Mims. He's inside the 15, and now we get to the 12, and that will end the first quarter. But what a offensive display here by the Oilers. Play action fake now. 1st and 10. Throwing to the right side. Looking for Hawkins, and that one was overthrown. One of the few overthrows we've seen today. Spikes now throws to the flats. A short throw to Antonio Gibson. A good tackle in space. Will bring us to a 3rd and 7. At the 9 now. Spikes throws across the middle. He's got Mims. And Mims cannot hold on in traffic right there. And we will have to settle for the 3. So our defense has played pretty well so far. Here's a handoff. That's Nick Chubb. And he picks up a first down. He gets to the 36-yard line. So now here we are again. 1st and 10 again. Throwing deep to the right side. And he's got a man deep, beating Bryce Hall. And they get all the way to the 31-yard line with that completion. Nick Chubb running the football now, trying to establish this run game a little bit. And he's been able to get a first down run of 10 yards, but besides that, he has been bottled up. A couple of catches as well. Here's another handoff. There's a nice tackle, and that is Boye Mafe who makes the stop right there at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 6 at the 27. Watson trying to step up. He ran right into Barmore, but still completes the pass to his backup tight end Clement, and it is a first down. Now at the 13-yard line, Watson steps up again, throws short, and he's got Calvin Stein, and he actually loses ground right there. Now they ruled a 4th and 1. Now to me, he caught the pass and came behind the line, but they're actually going to rule it that he had the first down, which I disagree with. But it's a fresh set of downs here for the Browns. Here's a quick throw to the right side. Barry Sullivan with the catch. And a good quick reaction by Casey Burton. Limits it, and now it's a 3rd and goal. Watson throws to the end zone. It's caught by Josh Angulo for the touchdown. And the Browns are on the board. So now down by 3 are the Browns. Here's a big handoff, and Gibson springs free, making a man miss and picks up about a gain of 12. It's a first down. The Cleveland Browns defense has not done a good job at stopping this offense. As here we line up with trips to the left side, the Browns send pressure, and here's a throw deep down the field. It's caught. It's Jake Hawkins. He's going to dust the defense. Touchdown. And that's his 2nd score of the game, and using that 97 speed. And wow, this kid is just incredible. We wanted a guy that can stretch the football field, and he does just that, and he probably does it the best I've seen. But here is Nick Chubb starting the next drive. Big time run. And he's getting it all the way to the 20-yard line. A gain of 40 yards. What a run. Now Watson inside the red zone. Here in the pocket. Throwing to the right side. He's got Josh Angulo again. Touchdown number 2 for the 3rd-year tight end. 2nd-year tight end. And he will score. 6th-round pick. He's a pretty impressive guy. And the Browns are within 3. Now, here in this game here, it actually gets cut off in a couple of moments here because our capture card actually ended up corrupting. This doesn't happen a whole lot. This is the first time this has happened in this series. But here is the final play of the game here, the last time we get some footage. But the Houston Oilers just continue to roll in this one, and we end up going on to win big, 34-21. You saw all the big time highlights. The highlight that you did miss is that Danny Rudd did score a touchdown, but we outgained them by a whole lot. We ended up with 358 passing yards, 529 yards of offense. We ran the ball for 171, threw the ball for 358. We dominated all facets of the game. Spikes was unstoppable. I mean, he had 73% completion percentage. Antonio Gibson ran the ball 22 for 113. Jake Hawkins 5 for 178. Danny Rudd was 5 for 79 and a touchdown. Even Jesse Fisher Jr. had 6 for 64. Marvin Mims 3 for 51. I mean, it was a domination of offense. We only got after the quarterback once in this game, and that was that one pressure we had on Devin Bush. But besides that, Watson could not throw to his receivers. Josh Angulo had a big game. He had 2 scores. But besides that, they could not complete anything. It was a total domination. And we get our 7th win of the season, moving on to 7-2. And we have the 2nd best record in the NFL behind the Carolina Panthers, who are led by Bryce Young still, an 8-1 on the year. And we are the best team in the AFC right now, record-wise. And we got to give credit to Davion Spikes. He has stepped up, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions so far in his rookie season. Antonio Gibson with 9 touchdowns. He's approaching 1,000 yards again. Jake Hawkins, 796. He leads our team in receiving yards. 6 touchdowns as well. When it's all said and done, he could lead us in touchdowns, but Danny Rudd is one shy of a double-digit touchdown season in his rookie year. He's definitely the front runner right now for Rookie of the Year. How about this? Marvin Mims has 0 touchdown catches in this season, and Jesse Fisher Jr. has 5. And unfortunately, Quincy Hall kind of loses a lot of playing time with Jake Hawkins coming to the squad. I think Jake Hawkins is the new wide receiver 1 on this team. Like, he is a straight burner and only at 5'8", but he is dominant. And then looking at our defense, obviously Christian Barmore leads us in sacks with 6, and then Casey Burton has 2 interceptions to lead the team. I'm actually pretty surprised that Coach Eddie George is so low on the Coach of the Year, at least to start out these awards here. But Danny Rudd is leading in AFC Rookie of the Year. No surprise there, but I'm actually surprised that we don't have more award leaders. We don't have any besides really Danny Rudd, and Jack Pilesny is leading with best kicker. So that's going to do it here in this episode. I apologize for the game capture, cutting out that game, but we did see what was happening, and it just continued throughout the game. We dominated the Browns and got the big victory with our 7th win of the season. And now we play the Houston Texans, we played the Dolphins, and the Seahawks. 3 opponents we don't usually play. We played the Texans last year, but I'm excited to play them again because they have Max Crosby. They have a bunch of young players I'm excited to go against. So we'll see if we can get our 8th win. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.